learning about today. So today's lesson, I want to make sure everybody understands this. Please make sure to read this, and if you need to, you can copy it, all the directions right here, and you can paste them into Google Documents to translate them. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, it's very important that we read this and understand it. So again, the important thing is yesterday we were told triangles are similar, and if they were, how to find missing sides. Today we will learn how to determine if they are similar. Okay, so that's our goal today. So that's what's different. Okay, so again, now there's two parts of it. The first part is we're going to learn how to tell if they're similar. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to visit this site right here. So click on this link here. Make sure you read that. And you've seen this site before. If you need to translate, remember you can translate right here. And if you need to do that, okay? So the first thing is make sure you read through this site. Okay, the very important thing about it is it tells you the reasons for knowing that it's similar. So please read through that, but basically you'll find it's those three reasons, and then it's going to explain it to you and give you examples. So make sure you go through that. For now, you can skip this. Don't worry about that. Don't do that. No. No, don't do this. No, don't worry about this. No, 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 no. So right now, where it says this, skip that. Okay. But you do want to do this one here. Yes. Yes. No. Wherever it says trigonometry, no. Okay. Okay. So when you're done, then you're going to have the questions, right? So you come to questions, you click on it, and it's going to test you on your understanding. So when you're done with that, remember that if you click on something and it's wrong, it will tell you what the correct answer is. So make sure you do that, but make sure you read it so you understand it, okay? That's the important thing. You're going to learn about it. So when you're done, you're going to come back to the assignment and you're going to put the answers in part 1, okay? Like it says here. When done, put your answers in part 1, okay? But you need to understand it because in the assignment is the next part, part 2. So you open this in Kami, and here we see the assignment. So I'm going to do maybe the first, I guess, I'll do the first 2 with you, okay? I'll do 1 and 2, and then there's going to be 10 questions, okay, that you can do. And then after that, you're going to have some review questions, okay, which we did yesterday or the last lesson, okay, on how to, now it's telling in the questions 11 through, I think, 14, only 4 questions. It tells you that they are similar. They are similar. So when they are, then it asks you to find a side. So we did that in the last lesson. So you're just going to review that. But first, let's do this. And I'm going to help you with the first few questions, okay? But here's the important thing to remember. There's 3 ways to find out if they are similar. So if you have not done this website in the questions, do this first. Through and look at the first one. Let's go to the assignment again. Here we're going to look at this this one here, and there's 2 things. First, we're going to state if they're similar. So here it says similar, 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 not similar. So it could be both, right? Not similar, similar, similar. But if they are similar, we have to state the reason we know that they're similar and complete a similarity statement. Okay, so there's a few things we're doing here. But let's look at this one here. So when we look at question number 1, let's see what they have. They have one thing that they have is, okay. So one thing we can tell they have automatically is they have an angle, right? This angle here and that angle there are the same. So we already know that there's an angle, okay? So what are the different types of things? It's going to either be angle, angle, side, or side, side to see if they are congruent. So let's write these down. It's going to be angle, angle, side, angle, side, or side, side. Those are our options. So right now we've already determined that from this one right here we have an angle. So let's see, maybe it's angle, angle, or side, angle, side, or side, side. Could it be side, side? Well, what do we have? We only have 2 sides here and 2 sides there. So in order to have side, side, we'd have to have all 3 sides. Like number 2, for example, right? Side, 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 side. So we have all 3 sides. So maybe That's it. But we still have to determine if they have the same proportion. Okay. So let's look back at number 1. Okay, so let's go back to number 1. Let's make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay. So again, we already know that we have an angle. But so maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's neither one. So, but what we do know is we have a side here of 20. We have a side of 42. So we could have side, angle, side. So maybe it's side, angle, side. How about over here? Side, angle, side. So make it side, angle, side. Maybe, but we have to make sure that it has the same proportion. So if you remember correctly, we've got to take the sides and they have to have the same ratio, which means that LM, let me pick a different color here. So LM, which is 18, the longer one, would have to correspond to the longer one right here. So 42 over 18. So let's go ahead and we'll do big over small, and we'll go 42 divided by 18. Okay, so that's the blue, 42 divided by 18. Is that equal to the other, to 2 small sides? So let's see if we can pick a different color. So we go, so that would be this one, TV, divided by the small side over here, 9. Are they equivalent? Well, what we have to do is we have to get our calculator, and we have to take 42 and we have to divide it by 18. So let's do that. So we go 42 divided by 1/8 equals 2.33. Okay, so this has to be the same for these to be similar. So let's take 20 and divide it by 9. Clear? 20 divided by 9 equals 2.22. Is that equal? It's close, but it's got to be exactly equal. So it's not equal. So that means these two, even though they both have side angle side, these need to be the exact same when I take 42 divided by 18. And it's got to be the same as when I take 20 divided by 9, but it's not, right? So that means these are not similar because they don't have the same ratio when I take what I think might be corresponding sides. Okay, so that one is not similar. Okay, so let's look at number 2. So remember, we either have similarity if they have 2 angles that are the same, or side angle side with corresponding sides, or side side side. So if one of these happens, then they're similar, okay? Well, here we have side side side, side side side. So the only possibility is going to be side side side, maybe, okay? But it's definitely no, it's going to be this because we have side side side, right? But we got to make sure that they correspond. So I'm going to start with the biggest, which is what? 56. And the biggest over here is 7. So that means that big over small would be 56 divided by 7. Is that, question mark, is that equal to the second biggest one? Oh, wait, these are the same. Oh, wait. Well, these are the same. So that'd be 35 divided by the second biggest one would be 6. And then the last one would have to be this one. But I tell you what, I already know that 35 divided by 6 is not going to be equal to 35 divided by 5, just because they're different numbers. If you want to try your calculator, you can try the calculator, but obviously it's going to be a different number, so these are not going to be equal. But again, you can try a calculator. So if this equals that and this equals that, all of them are equal, same ratio, then it would be similar based upon side, side, side. But they're not, because we know these are different. Again, you can take your calculator if you want, right? You can go 35 divided by 6 equals 5.83. I know that this is 8, by the way, so that's also not equal. And 35 divided by 5 is 7. So they're not equal. None of them are equal. So that means it is not similar, okay? So that's how number 2 works. So if you want to try number 3, you can try number 3 by yourself and come back and I'll go over the explanation with it over it for you. But I'll go ahead and do that. So if you want to pause the video and try that, you can do that. Okay, so here's number 3. So number 3, we have, we already have an angle that we know is the same. So maybe it's going to be an angle. There's no sides, right? They don't tell us any of the sides. So it's definitely not going to be this or that because we don't have any sides. So maybe it's angle, but right now I only see one angle. But what do you think? There's actually a second angle, by the way, that that is there. Let's see if you can figure it out. You remember it? Vertical angles. Remember that? Even though we don't know what it is, we don't know what these are, they're the same because they're vertical angles. Okay, same. So we do get another angle here. Whatever that is, we don't know what it is because we don't know this one. Okay, we don't know that one. That's question mark. But at least whatever they are, they're the same, and that's enough to have angle. All right, so let's see. Angle would be this one right here, okay? And now, here we don't have to think about the similarity statement because there's only one AA. No, 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 no. So basically it's correct. But what if we had another one that had a different similarity statement? How do we make sure we get the same similarity statement? Okay, so the thing about this question is they actually tell us they want us to match this with, so that's LKJ. Okay, so they want us to match the big one with the smaller one. But remember, order is the important thing. So what are they starting with? They're starting with L and then K. So L and then they go to K. So what do you notice? We know that these two are the same, right? So 73 and 73 are the same. So 73 is which one here? It's the K, right? So that means this one has to be the middle one, right? So that has to be D. Since K and D are both 73, they both have to be the second one, okay? And then L is the first one here, but that's the same as the L over here since they're vertical angles, so it would have to be LD, and then of course E is left, right? So that's another reason that's correct. But of course, that's the only one that has AA. So we still know it's correct. Okay, so I want you to do one more. I want you to do number. Okay, so I'm going to do one more in the video, number 4. So if you want to try it first and then pause the video, you can do that, and then you can see me explain it and give you the right answer if you want. So go ahead and try it if you want. Okay, again, remember, there's 3 possibilities. It's one of these. So it's always good to write these down. Okay, so what do we have? We have side, side, side here and side, side, side there. Okay, so definitely we don't have any angles, but we have 3 sides, so it's not going to be those. So maybe it's this, but the sides have to have the same ratios, okay? So I'm going to go, let's see, this is the big one, right? Divided by the small one. So what do we have? I'm going to start with 88. So 88 is the biggest side here, so that was going to have to match the biggest side here. And let's see, is it equal to the second biggest side for the big triangle, 66 divided by the second biggest side, 18, okay? And then finally 55 divided by 15. Are they all the same? If yes, then it's this, but if no, then it's not similar. But so we get out our calculator and we're gonna go, okay, so we go 88 divided by 24 equals 3.66. I'm going to pause the video and then calculate so I don't waste so much time. So, okay, I got the same thing when I did 66 divided by 18. Let's try the last one and see if we get it. So we're going to do 55 divided by 15, and let's see what we get. Oh, it's the same. Wow. Okay, so they're all the same, guys. So that means if that's true, then yes, yes. So that means they're all similar, and that's the reason. So let's go down here, and there's only one of them, okay? So that's why. But let's make sure we have the right order. So we know that the N is the first one, so that's between which one? It's between the biggest and the second biggest. So which one's between the biggest and the second biggest? P. So P would have to go first, right? Like that, so good. And then we have M, which is in between the biggest and the smallest. Biggest, smallest. So biggest, smallest would be Q, okay? And then there's only one left, so that would have to be the R. PQR, PQR, oops, nope, wrong one. That was correct, but we need this, so PQR. So that's why A is correct, okay? So now go ahead and finish the assignment and make sure you put your answers into Canvas. And that's how we do the assignment today.